Greetings. Welcome to the Anderson Corner. Yeah. I greet you in the name of Her Imperial Majesty, Empress Menen. Because today is International Women's Day. And I greet you with love, peace, and understanding. And I'm going to read to you a love letter to all the women of the world. Right? Excuse me. Catching a cold here. You're going to notice when I read. But regardless, I shall fight through this cold and deliver this message of love to all the 3.5 billion women in the world, all the wives, the girlfriends, the cousins, the sisters, the daughters, the mamas and the grandmas, all of you. I love you so much. And this is a declaration of love on your day. It's the biggest day in the world. You are more important than Santa Claus. This day is bigger than Christmas. It's just up to us all to realize. So here we go. Forgive me. I'm going to be rubbing my nose from time to time. Here we go. Here's this love letter. Let me begin. Go ahead, Natty Dread. Of racism, it can be said that there are two races in the world. The man race and the woman race. Of religions, it can be said that there are two religions in the world, the man religion and the woman religion. Of politics, it can be said that there are two political parties in the world, the man party and the woman party. Of world wars, the longest and the most widespread and the bloodiest is the war between men and women. Of conflicts, the same can be said. Out of conflict comes poverty for some and wealth for others. It is always like that. Somebody always benefits from somebody else's misery, somehow, one way or the other. Having said all this, could we then conclude that the fastest, quickest, and strongest and fairest way to solve the problems of the world is to accept the equal role and status of men and women in all things? Something is wrong with this letter. And if you haven't noticed what is wrong with it, you're a part of the problem. Have you noticed that in all the presented examples, I have mentioned men first? It's so natural, so normal, right? Well, that's exactly what is wrong with the empowerment of women. It really isn't empowerment at all. It is the assimilation of women into a male worldview. And both men and women get praise for that. Or rather, I should say, women and men get praised for that. And that is what's wrong with the first woman president, the first woman vice president, the first woman high court judge, the first woman this, the first woman that. Has any woman ever gotten the praise for being the first woman? Life begins in the womb. Then, so woman is the essence. So then woman is in essence the first government. I much prefer the word recognition to empowerment. One is submissive to the truth and the other is self-congratulatory in nature. At this point, I take a pause to look deeper into myself. Which of the two attitudes do I really represent? Am I the benevolent, gracious emancipator like Abraham Lincoln and William Wilberforce who liberated the slaves in favor of empowerment? Or do I fall down on my knees like James Brown and surrender to the truth that this world will be nothing without a woman or a girl? Is it really either or? Can I do a combination of both? Is it even up to me? Up to us men? Can the women do it alone? Aren't recognition and empowerment two sides of the same coin? One leads to the other over and over again. I believe so. And no matter which side of the coin we look at, there is so much room for improvement. And that's what this love letter to all women of the world is about. You hear me? Can you feel the love out there? 3.5 billion women is the first time ever in history, right here from the Anderson Corner. Straight from Denmark. I'm telling you. Democracies fail because people forget that they are the real power. Therefore, wherever you see a dictator, it is because people have forgotten their true worth and have fallen for the manipulation of someone with an agenda. The same can be said of fashion and the magazines that go with it. The same can be said of everything that women buy into as they seek to confirm what they should know that they already are. In my time, I have met many stunningly beautiful women who were impossible to convince of their beauty. They guarantee billion-dollar industries. These industries guarantee billion-dollar trajectories to pollution and destruction of the environment. Which leads me to the conclusion that if women were loved for just being themselves, we would solve all the world's problems. I am a man with many problems, many worries, anxieties, weaknesses, insecurities. Love is the one-stop solution to all of these. To me, the embodiment and personification of all love, from the love of God to the love that is found in animals and plants, in food, in sports, in meditation, in intoxicated revelry and music and everything you can imagine, is woman. That's the personification of all the manifestations of love. Therefore, for me, the ultimate government, justice system, business structure, educational curriculum is nothing without not only a feminine touch, but a feminine foundation. This recognition is of as much significance to all world problems as the recognition that Africa is the mother of all civilization. This is a love letter because I know that love is about words followed up with action. To back up what these words are saying, I have been active for 20 years, laying the foundation of Cool Mom Records. In this company, I find the perfect reflection of my deepest convictions and highest aspirations, just as I would find them in a wife. Within the creativity of songwriting is the flexibility to address every conceivable issue that could face an individual, a couple, a group, a society, a country, the planet, and even the universe. Within the business structure is flexibility and freedom. That's the business structure I'm talking about is flexibility and freedom that comes from recognizing the real worth of women. Sometimes the best way to describe something is by listing the things that it isn't. Love is not a competition. Love is not resentment. Love is not vengeance. Love is not a substitute. Love is not a tool. And finally, love is not impossible. I wish all people of all genders everywhere in the world a great International Women's Day. May all sentiments, thoughts, expressions, and reflections on this day be backed up by solid and purposeful action. Jah Rastafari. One love from me, Rasta Anderson Corner in Denmark. See?